She's a Super Geek is a proud member of the Misdirected Mark Network. Episode 121 is brought to you by patron Danielle Thomas, and the podcast sounds like crows.
She's a rock and roll play baby, and she throws a natural 20 crazy. She's a rock and roll play baby, and she's nothing new to normal and maybe I'm in love.
You're listening to episode 121 of She's a Super Geek, the actual play RPG podcast highlighting women as GMs. Hello all, I'm Andy, and on today's podcast, my co-host Senda and I are joined by three wonderful people to finish our playthrough of Visigoths VS Mall Goths, now on Kickstarter. On one side, we have the Visigoths, played by me and Quincy. I play the runecaster Gelvira, and he plays the conqueror Gislirik. Both of us are in love with Heath Ledger from the internet. On the Mall Goth side, we have Angela Murray, who plays Aurora, the theater tech, and Rach Selke from Plus One Forward, who plays Cyan the Fox. The Visigoths have kidnapped Raven Goldberg, the most beautiful of the Mall Goths, and hidden him away. And if the Mall Goths do not give up their right to the lower half of the mall, they will turn him into a Visigoth at tonight's Valentine's Day skate. Let's jump into the action.
So on that note, let's jump over to our Visigoths. Hey, Visigoths, you also headed to Hail Satin?
Well, we had to take the long way because I do not know escalators. So we had to go
Right.
through the stairs.
Yeah.
And
I cannot continue to levitate you all day long.
I figure we travel through the food court and I get sidetracked by totally random.
Lemon.
They'll put anything in this mall.
They will. Do you want to go to Totally Random instead of Hail Satin?
Are we not going to Lemon Thesaurus?
I mean, you can just... Where would you like to go?
I mean, do we get to decide what random is, or do you get to decide what random is?
Totally Random is the thing that the Kickstarters get to pick what it is. I don't think it's been written yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll
That's
go
okay.
to the Hell Satan.
Well, or you could go to
Satan.
Lemon Theodosius.
Satin. Satin.
Satin.
Satin.
Hail Satin? You don't need a Visigoth smoothie?
I need a Visigoth smoothie.
I know. Wearing all these furs on a hot summer day. It's bitter. Hot. Bitterly hot.
Luckily, Wolfie is working today.
Does he look like the Heath Ledger?
No, she doesn't.
No!
So as you walk up to Lemon Theodosius, there's a girl, she's a Visigoth, behind the counter with her hair kind of long and stringy and not very well kept, like not super clean. She's wearing a tunic and a bunch of different wooden bracelets carved with different mysterious symbols. She's got like a spoon and she's just like digging this big wooden spoon into a vat of something slushy looking.
Gelvira will reach into her sack and take out a dead squirrel. And she puts it on the counter.
Oh, Gelvira!
2, please.
Thank you!
Wolfie!
I love when you bring me dead squirrels to add in, you know? And she just puts the squirrel in a blender. Oh, no! Like, at first, she doesn't turn it on. She just takes the dead squirrel and you can see that there's other bits of, like, dead creatures just, like, waiting there.
It is good to have the protein in smoothies.
Yeah, you know, you gotta add the protein in, and then it just makes it so much more filling. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
You must be from Western Visigoth territory.
Yeah, from like Western Visigoths, man.
Like Gaul or
something like that.
You sound slightly French.
Somewhere between a French and like a hey. Ciao.
We all adapt how we can.
Yes, well, anyway.
Wolfie,
So
what is the skinny on the streets
the
about
skinny.
the skinny, you know, as they say?
No, you shouldn't be skinny. You got to put more weight. Yeah. Yeah, no man is going to want
drink
you.
your boyfriend under the table.
Yeah. Too tiny,
Yeah.
then you...
You end up like Jesus.
Oh, yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
Gislirik will throw his saddle on the counter. Do we have Beast of Burden?
You know, I had the Beast of Burden yesterday, but today's special is Beast of Burden.
I'll take 2 scoops.
Cool. So she grabs like a big plastic cup and like puts a bunch of something that's like icy and smoothie business going on into it, and then like takes a can of whipped cream and like
Yes.
up the top, and then puts one of those like
Very good.
like dome lids and a
Yes.
big long straw that has the spoon end on it and hands it to you.
One for me too, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Wolfie, Gelvira leans in. Have you heard about this Faven?
Oh yeah, Raven. I heard about Raven. Did you go and talk to Ivoric?
We have not talked to Ivoric, should we?
Never talked to Ivoric. Ugh, what a tiny wimpy goth he is. But if you want to know more, I'm just saying, rumor.
Calling him a goth is extremely
I
kind.
mean, yes, is.
And while I appreciate the courtesy, I do not like the kindness.
Oh yeah, here is your daily special. Beast of Burden with sweet cream.
So good! I love the sweet cream.
Yeah.
I'll grab a hubcap out of my saddlebag from a Crown Victoria and lay it on the table for payment.
Oh no, but Gelvira already gave her a dead squirrel.
Yeah, that was the payment.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, you can pay me too if you want. Oh, it's a tip. This is a very good tip. Thank you, friends. Come again soon, as they say.
Yes.
Yes. The Beast of Burden is not very popular, so if you want more, you just let me know.
Oh, we shall be back.
Good. It'll be even better tomorrow.
It's always is.
Is there anything else that you wanted to do with that moment, or should we jump back to our Mall Goths?
Do we want to go speak to the tiny one? Who knows about the bird in the hand?
Jotun?
The ice made out of precious metal that we currently own?
Let's do it.
Do you don't understand, do you?
No, I do not.
Come on.
Subtlety is not his strong suit.
What are we conquering next?
No.
We are going to go to the pony rides and speak to Everick.
Can I mount the pony vites?
It depends on what you mean by mount.
Put my saddle on the pony vites
Yes.
and ride it across the mall.
You can do whatever you want. We are goths.
Sounds fair. Let's do that.
Okay, so now we're going to cut back away from the Visigoths with your...
We are
Smoothies.
not helping any situation.
No, you're not. It's all good. All right, Mall Goths. There's a sheep running wild through Hail Satin, and basically you duck out in the chaos before you get in trouble for unleashing the beast.
We didn't put it there to begin with.
It's true. Who knows how the sheep got there? Like,
Yes, who knows?
I mean, why was there a sheep in the box?
I don't know. But you've heard that song, right? The sheep in the box?
Yes,
Anyway.
it's from...
Yeah, it's from Saturday Night Dead.
Let's go check out Big Disc Energy then.
Okay.
Good. So Big Disc Energy is the CD and Laserdisc store.
So sexy.
Yes, it has a particularly well curated Acid House and Riot Girl section. So as you walk in, you see Trevor standing at one of the registers up front, and he's like grooving. He's totally cool. He's like, "Hey girls, looking good."
Hey, Trevor.
You know I love the ears, Sai. You know I love them. They just touch me to my core. And the wings today are looking on point. Aurora.
Trevor, you only got 2 copies of the original Broadway cast recording of Rent in, and they were gone. And have you gotten any more in? Because I really, really need that.
Let me look. Totally. Let me just Yeah, maybe. I mean, we could like order it for you. Do you want me to like put in an actual order for you instead of just like waiting for it? Or do you want to like just wait and like it'll be like the surprise and satisfaction when it arrives?
She kind of just gives him this blank stare. I thought I was asking you to order it the last time.
Oh yeah. Totally. Look, I even have see this like piece of paper right here that it says like Aurora order rent.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I totally remember that. Cool.
525,600 days. Minutes.
500, lots of other numbers, 6,000 moments. Yeah, feeling it. Feeling it. Yeah, feeling
Cy
it.
leans into Aurora. He's not feeling it at all.
He's stoned.
So I have a theory.
What's your theory?
Maybe Raven wasn't kidnapped at all.
Why? Then where is he?
Well, if I was a Visigoth and I wanted to be clever, I would lure my prey into a space where they'd want to be, to induct them to society willingly. So if you were Raven and a DJ, where would you go?
Not here.
That's fair.
Maybe they aren't as clever as I thought.
I'm confused, Sai.
Confused about what?
I don't understand what you're saying. Where do you think he is?
Well, I thought he'd be hiding like somewhere in the rows, Sai says as she begins to walk up. And I imagine like these rows of CDs and Laserdisc.
Rows and rows.
there-
Yeah.
Yes, countless stacks. Is there any sign of a Raven in here?
So you don't see anybody as you're walking down the aisles until you get to Zymina, who is in the Riot Girl aisle, and she is making sure that every single one of those CDs is in perfect order. And then she's straightening the stacks of her zine that she releases that she keeps in little bins next to the CDs. Ooh, hey, Sai.
Hi. How's the zine sales going?
You know what? It's actually super good. Did you see? I just released a new one last week, and it's big. It's huge. It is blowing up. I'm gonna have to hit the copier. Like, I gotta go back to Kinko's again in like 2 days.
2 print runs in 2 days?
That
Yeah,
one looks
right?
like it's 10 whole pages.
It is actually 12.
Wow.
I know, right? It's super good.
Have you seen Raven?
So, yeah, actually, it was kind of weird. So, I was closing last night and it was like super late. I'm not actually 100% sure that I saw him. It was a little strange.
I mean, was it like in a burlap sack-sized thing that was shaped like Raven?
No, it was definitely Raven. I just am kind of wondering if Trevor like slipped something in my cola because I didn't expect to see Raven like riding a white pony by in the mall with like some weird hooded figure in front of him. It was a little strange. I mean, it was very surreal. I've been thinking
That sounds like a really cool scene.
Yeah, I've been thinking about the poetry that I could use to describe the emotion that white pony evoked in me with Raven and his dark
With a
hair.
fog machine.
That would be cool.
You should commission someone to draw that for the cover of your next issue.
Oh man, that would be great. That would be great. And then I'm going to write the poetry though. Like there is something to that vision, right? But like I'm not really sure. I'm like not 100% sure that I actually saw that. I don't know. But probably I don't know.
I mean, even if you didn't see it, you experienced it.
Yeah, I really experienced Raven last night on a white pony. He was like, I don't know. I mean, he was just outside the door here on that pony. And like, there was that moment where like the air came on and his hair just flowed for a second. And then they like turned and like they went around the food court and like disappeared.
It's like the CGI of your dreams.
It really is. I really need to make sure that Trevor is like not drugging my tab cola though, because that's not cool.
No.
So, Sai, ponies?
There's only one place I can think of with ponies in this mall.
he was definitely riding a pony. I'm going to GM tell you something because I'm looking at the map and I don't know if I'm able to clearly express over interwebs what I am trying to say.
I have a copy of the map over here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it
So
too.
she's gesturing that he came from over by Athelwolf's Secret and Brick and Mortal, and that he headed in the direction of Darkade and Play Gall on the bottom floor there.
Oh, okay.
Towards the elevators by chance?
Uh-huh.
Oh, mystical. I didn't know Visigoths knew how to use elevators.
Right?
I mean, they've been here for a little while.
Some of us can levitate and do not need them.
Cool. Is there anything else that you two would like to do at Big Disc Energy? I just love the name of this store.
I'm going to pocket a copy of the zine as I walk out.
Yes, you are. You want to roll for it and make sure she doesn't notice that you totally did not pay for it?
I don't particularly have a skill that's going to help.
That's fine.
Straight roll 11.
Woo. Yeah, sure. No problem. How many copies would you like to pocket?
5 seems like a healthy number.
Yeah, it seems like a good number. She'll just be proud of herself that she needs to print more anyway.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Make her feel good.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so we'll cut that scene there. Hey, Visigoths, where are you headed? What are you doing? You see the Mall Goths headed out of Big Disc Energy, and they look like they might be headed for tiny Jotun adventures.
We need to go to Jotun Adventures Fest.
Let's beat them there.
We hustle.
You hustle. Do you take the elevator or the stairs
We are on the
or
same...
the escalators?
We are coming from the smoothies, which are on the same...
Sorry. You just go
level.
across. My bad.
Everick!
Coward!
I mean, don't call me that. Oh my gosh. Just...
Be Visigoth for once!
I am Visigoth. What do you want from me?
I go to do a friendly clap on the shoulder and accidentally knock him down.
Yeah, like
Oh, Everick, you are so tiny. I am very sorry, and I will stand him back up and look him deeply in the eye. We must talk somewhere private.
Well, I can't leave the horses.
I pick him up.
You could put me down now. Any
Gislirik,
time.
watch the horses.
No, you cannot trust Gislirik
I'll
to
tell
watch
Heath
the
Ledger that you ran
horses.
off with the little man.
Oh
No! Don't you dare tell Heath Ledger anything. I will wear your eyes as a helmet.
I'd like to see you try, witch.
And we glare at each
Help!
other.
Help!
And I just carry
Put me
Everick to the
down!
back and
Put
put him
me
down. Everick,
Thank you.
did you kidnap the Raven?
I mean, was I not supposed to kidnap the Raven?
So you did.
I mean, no, I didn't actually kidnap him. But they made me give them a pony.
Who is they?
I know, I definitely cannot.
Everick.
I don't
Look
know.
into my eyes.
No, they had a hood on their head.
Everick.
What?
You are one of the great Visigoths.
No, you don't understand.
Yes.
They
you,
were going
you
to
know.
break my arm behind
you know
my back
deep in your heart.
if I did not lend them the pony, the white pony. It was very scary.
Why would they not show themselves to you?
I'm
You are one of the great Visigoths. You do not claim your place at the table. That is why they deny you knowledge.
I mean, I don't know what, but no,
Everick?
no.
Everick?
No.
You will not talk about this anymore.
Talk about what?
And I would like to stun him.
Okay.
This feels weird, but I'm like, I do not want anyone else to talk to Everick.
Yep, that's fair.
But wait, he didn't give us any really useful information.
No, he didn't. But what's your
Damn
point?
Can I make him give us more information, or is that all he has?
Sure. Or, yeah, sure. Go for it. Roll for it.
I'm gonna levitate him. Threateningly.
Okay, threateningly levitate him. Poor boy.
Damn it! I got a 5 altogether. I rolled snake eyes.
He got a 10. Okay, so you start levitating him up into the air,
Yeah.
and as he starts to get a little bit further from the floor, and he's getting a little bit nervous, which is a whole like 6 inches, and he's like, oh, no, did you know that Fritz Fang is a werewolf?
Werewolves?
Yeah, werewolves. Yeah. Now you can put me back down, right?
What do you mean? They
No.
are a werewolf. Did you know that only real goths make out with werewolves? If I make out with a werewolf on a sheep, I shall be the most gothic goth that has ever gothed. Sorry, for Andy, who is this person?
Sorry. So I'm cracking up because he's just distracting you with this, right? So you'll put him down. So you are distracted
It
enough
worked.
that, yeah, he lands with a little bit of a thump, right? Fritz Fang, is actually, it'll be hard to make out with him. He is this gay boy who works at the Dracula video.
What if I help Gislirik make out with him? I will still be one of the better goths. I can still make out with someone on a sheep.
There's a lot of considering going on here.
Everick, you tell no one else this.
Oh, from behind you, Gislirik is riding one of the ponies. All the motors are like grinding on this like kid scooter thing. And he's
I think that they're actually real ponies if you want them to be.
Oh.
But I also think there can be fake ones too.
I
'Cause
think
that's
that there's
hilarious.
maybe both. So, like,
Yes.
whichever you want.
So yeah, my massive saddle is on this like fake robotic pony with the little wheels.
Yes!
And he's
With the, like, little controls that you have to turn the handlebars
Yeah.
to go forward.
and it's barely going at all, but you just hear Gislirik going, wee.
Gislirik!
Hi ho, Ponty.
Gislirik,
Yes.
there's a werewolf in the mall.
Oh, I get to wear a wolf. Another one.
Well, it depends on how well this goes. Come on.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to cut that scene there on we. Let's do one more scene so you have like one more chance to figure things out, and then let's have a battle at the roller rink. Yeah?
Cool. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be figuring out, but
Well, you're supposed to be stopping them from figuring out things, but you
Oh.
seem to not be going towards that goal.
I did not realize that was what we were supposed to be doing.
Go distract them.
Hold on. Is that what it said?
Yeah.
Oops.
That's okay. I've been enjoying your antics quite a bit.
I've been wandering around the mall, getting smoothies,
Isn't,
you
like-
know, that sort of thing.
Talking to Everark.
Honestly, we've got 4 idiots here doing.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
They're all six. This is a weird game of Monster Heart.
I believe you mean teenagers.
Right.
Yes.
Interchangeable.
We're going to switch to Mall Goths.
So, I know where ponies are.
Uh-huh.
It's at the pony ride place
Uh-huh.
that got taken over by Visigoths.
Uh-huh.
Is the store owner, what's his name? Is he still passed out? Or,
Vorik, well, he wasn't passed out. He's just terrified. Is that where you're headed to?
I guess so, unless Aurora has a better idea.
Let's head down the hall towards the elevators and look for signs of pony.
Okay,
It's reasonably, like, well swept up, but you, like, catch, like, just a whiff of, like, horse poop.
road apples. Foxes have intensely keen sense of smells.
Yep.
There's been a pony here.
There's been a pony here. The pony smell goes to the darkade. Dun, dun, dun.
Let's check the ball pit.
You don't even want to think about what's at the bottom of that, Aurora.
I know exactly what's at the bottom of that. Tracy told me exactly what Thace told me exactly what he found in there after they had a birthday party with too many cupcakes.
Wow.
What's at the bottom?
Puke.
I was expecting something cosmic, not puke.
No, puke. I actually have a friend who worked at Chuck E. Cheese back in the day and had the responsibility
God.
of cleaning the ball pit after incidents.
That might be the worst job I've ever heard of.
clean the ball pit.
Apparently, he would rather do that than wear the Chuck E. Cheese suit, because that was just sweaty and stinky.
I wear the cheese suit.
But he liked access to the beer and leftover pizza at the end of the night.
Wait, they have beer at Chuck E. Cheese?
I don't know if they
Oh,
I don't know if
yeah.
they do anymore, but they used to. It was one of the reasons why my mom liked going there.
Because the kids would run around and exhaust themselves and get drunk?
and she could have her beer. Although we discovered that you can actually order Chuck E. Cheese food through DoorDash.
That would be like ordering Casa Bonita by DoorDash.
Yes.
Or Hooters.
Wow. Anyway, sorry. So Mall Goths, you were headed to
The
Yes,
Darkade!
Goths.
the Darkade.
To the Darkade.
To the Darkade. You walk in.
And the ball pit.
You walk in going for the ball pit.
Where
There are lava lamps and blacklight posters, and the glow of many screens beckon you, and also skee ball.
I like skee-ball.
Mm-hmm. There's like a lot of tickets that you could win, and you could get a black rubber thumb monster with googly eyes, or a black rubber hand monster with googly eyes, or a black stereo with 2 tape players and googly eyes.
I sense a theme here. We're on a mission, though. We're following the scent of horse poop.
Who would like to do a roll for me to like search this area?
This definitely sounds like a test of my fox-like ability.
I agree.
And my fox-like abilities rolled a 3.
Oh no. There's a lot of smells in here. There's specifically a very
Ew.
powerful scent of unwashed teenager.
This smells like the last anime con I went to.
Uh-huh. Ew. Gross.
Sai covers her nose and turns to Aurora and says, I can't pick up the scent anymore.
Aurora, would you like to do something, please?
Aurora will... Oh, what will Aurora do?
Can't you bring out your embarrassing thing to help people?
Oh, that's true, yeah. I only got a 5. Would you like to embarrass yourself to help? Because what did you get, Sai? A 3?
3.
Aurora, if you embarrass yourself, then Sai would have a 6 and would beat me.
I have an idea.
Yes.
So you should burst out to song and, like a Disney princess, lure all the cute animals in the arcade towards you.
Wait, how many animals are in the arcade?
Hopefully at least one.
Now there are. They escaped from gerbil essences.
Sai is having her moment where her nose isn't working because there's too many stinky teenagers who don't understand what hygiene is, and there's a somewhere over on the other side of the arcade there's a game that has a song that plays when the game starts up that just sounds just enough like the opening bars of Ariel's I Want song from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
And that's basically like, there's like these swirling lights and suddenly there's this space around Aurora as she steps forward, lifts her shoulders and looks up to the black ceiling of the arcade and starts singing Ariel's song. I want to be where the people are. Yeah.
Oh,
I wanna see them dancing, walking around on those. What do you call them?
Oh,
Feet. Up where they walk, up where they run, up where they play all day in the sun, wandering free. Okay, we'll stop now.
I could be
Part of your world. Good. And like a little herd of gerbils. A little herd of well-tended gerbils with very,
Herb-gills?
very, very sleek fur gathers around your feet. And they're like...
Did the smell of the freshly groomed gerbils counteract the smell of unwashed teenagers?
Yeah, they all smell like rose petals. You hear somewhere behind the song as like silence temporarily magically falls in the rest of the arcade from the rest of the machines. They all just for a moment pause out while there's this musical moment. And everyone in the entire arcade is staring at Aurora like, what the actual hell? And as you turn away, there's a moment of just complete silence as everyone tries to figure out what the heck just happened. And in that moment of silence, you hear coming from the direction of one of the prize storage boxes. And then that second of silence passes, and everyone in the darkade starts laughing and pointing at Aurora.
Oh.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, it was beautiful, but it had to happen.
So Sai goes from staring starry-eyed to Aurora and then yells, "Shut up!" at all of these obnoxious gamer dude bros. God.
Yeah, and you see actually Thaco is standing behind the counter, and he's totally also like laughing and pointing in his 3 wolf moon shirt.
Is he the
I
Velva?
can see him.
I know, right?
You know exactly the guy.
Uh-huh. Now that you're focusing on it, there's like a cardboard box, and you can see out of the top of it is spilling like a bunch of little black googly-eyed thumb monsters. And it's next to the counter, and like it looks like maybe Thaco has been just totally ignoring it when he was supposed to be like arranging it or putting it away. And now that you're looking at it, you can see that it's moving a little bit.
That must be Raven, right? Or something. A pony? Maybe it's a pony. Sai bounces over to go inspect this box that's wiggling in ways that boxes of wiggly-eyed thumb creatures should not be wiggling.
Probably not.
I imagine it's making like that weird noise that googly-eyed things make. The plastic gets plastic.
Right, the little like clicky sound, like
Yeah.
That was a real. Whew, that's real creepy.
That was not okay.
Oh, I feel very different right now about our friendship.
wow. Why? Because I tried to make the
That was dead on. It's creepy.
It was creepy. It was wonderfully creepy.
I'm gonna tell you, like, I didn't know that was a sound that I could make. So now I'm proud of myself.
Today, Senda discovered she had a new talent.
Yeah, I can make the sound the googly eyes make when you shake them gently back and forth. Anyway, moving right along.
Aurora, dejectedly with her head hung low, follows behind Sai.
There's a train of gerbils following you still, like trying to get on your feet and stuff.
I'm wearing like a mix of Victorian fairy wing vampire. There's petticoats and pockets.
Mhm.
They can climb up.
Yeah, and like ribbon laces and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, you got like gerbils literally climbing up into your pockets,
Oh,
and there's one
God.
riding on your shoulder.
I've had that happen once. I got a rash.
Andy is allergic to gerbils, so that's why this is really funny to me. So as you two start digging handfuls of googly-eyed monsters out of the box, you eventually uncover Raven Goldberg. He's got a bunch of monsters stuffed in his mouth, so he can't say anything.
Yeah, he does.
He's wearing, like, he's got pink fuzzy handcuffs on, probably from bears upstairs.
God, everyone was in on that.
I pull the monsters out of his mouth.
Oh my God, I've been in this box since last night.
Come on, stand up, get out.
I'm like he's shedding like plastic monsters.
Oh, Raven, you smell like the arcade. Ugh.
You
Well,
smell
it's
like cheap plastic.
not my fault. Oh my God, what time is it? I'm supposed to be DJing the dance.
Let's get you upstairs.
We still got time.
Okay, so you guys start dragging him along, and he's like holding out his handcuffs, like, but.
I just grab the like the chain between the two wrist things.
Yeah.
And just use that to pull him along.
Oh no, we have a leash.
You just take your leash off of your collar and put it on his handcuffs instead. I love it.
Aurora can take him along.
But.
Gislirik, is there something we forgot to do?
I thought we were meeting with the werewolf.
But I cannot help thinking that there was something we were supposed to do.
Look at those two losers. They're running off with the DJ. Wasn't there a thing with the DJ?
Oh no! I should levitate to catch up with them and grab Raven back.
I never realized Raven was so attractive as a man.
Gislirik, after them!
Charge!
Are you still riding the pony?
Aren't you afraid of animals?
This
It's
is
not a real
electronic.
Oh, you're
It's
on.
not real. It's the electronic pony. That's why he has a saddle on the electric pony. We're just going to have a cutscene moment. The loudspeaker comes on over the mall just with the announcement about like, and don't forget, shoppers, the mall will be closing in 3 minutes for the Valentine's Day roller dance down at Hyper Girl Roller Rink. See you there, or be a shape. Because it's the 90s, and I think puns about squares are still funny.
It's ironic. It's trendy.
I do not understand that pun. If you have to call out that you are making a pun, does it still make it a pun?
I don't know
Are you-
puns.
Are you talking to the loudspeaker?
I might be expressing myself out loud and expecting the loudspeaker to talk back. Sure.
Well, the loudspeaker is absolutely talking back to you, goth girl.
Would you like to come make out with me on a sheep?
Anyway, so cutscene.
No.
The perfect place to actually end that. So with that playing, I think we get a Scooby-Doo style cutscene. Aurora and Cy both holding onto the handle of the leash, running to Hypergirl Roller Rink, with Raven like stumbling along behind them with his handcuffs attached to the leash, like trying to keep up and yelling and like trying to get them to let him go. Like, hey, I'm gonna need my hands, you know? Behind them comes the two Visigoths. Gelvira is like sort of not on the ground, maybe? Are you levitated up and then running?
Well, I was going to say I was flying, but that's funnier.
Oh, okay. I mean, you could just be flying.
No, I'm flying like they do in Minecraft,
Right? Where you like walk.
where you
to
are
move
like
through the air.
running through
Yeah.
the air. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's you're like running through the air after them, and then behind you, like down over it, like it's a racing motorcycle, like just really leaning into it is Gislirik.
I think I'm jousting into the arena.
Yes.
I have my
You
spear.
have your spear
yeah.
out on it. Oh, hell yes.
Mhm.
And then just quickly, because it is the coolest thing ever, Cy, will you tell us how you pulled off the bubbles? Because when we get to the roller rink, there's definitely going to be bubbles coming out of all of the vents.
Well, clearly Aurora made friends with the gerbils that came from the store that filled the bubble bath.
Obvious.
So, I mean, the gerbils are going to do the Cinderella help us out in a tight situation thing and get us a bubble bath and then put it up into the air vent.
Brilliant. And so now everything smells like rose petal bubbles. And there are lots of bubbles.
It's wonderful.
It's beautiful. Not very gothy, though.
Not super. But so as you guys come
Goth
rushing.
Goth is in your heart.
That's so deep and, it speaks to me.
If only I could say it in Latin.
Oh, you just have to ask Hemlock. As you come running in, you can see that Raven's DJ stand is set up in the corner. And then there's the roller rink, and it's wooden. It's one of the nice wooden ones. So when you fall, you don't like break your arm. There's already a large number of people in there, and there's already a large number of bubbles in there. And they have the disco ball lights on. So it's spinning with the lights coming out of like just glossy everywhere. The bubbles are having a little bit of almost a fog effect on the lights because there's just so many of them floating around, right? This is our scene. Tell me what you're going to do. Who should we start with? Should we start with the Visigoths since you are pursuing?
Well, what do we see when we break into the rink?
So there's lots of people like starting to skate. The Ravens like DJ stand is set up over in the corner, and right just steps in front of you getting in there, dragging Raven with them are Aurora and Cy.
Halt!
No!
This is not how it works.
He must conquer the Raven.
I don't want to be conquered again, thank you.
Oh, that was not conquering.
That wasn't conquering?
No.
Could somebody Please unlock my handcuffs.
I'm going to reach over and get my leash back and unlock his handcuffs.
Unlock?
I want my leash back.
Well, yeah. Did you unlock his handcuffs too?
Yeah, I imagine like they're the cheap plastic
totally
ones
are.
that totally have the safety
Yeah,
release.
they totally are.
Like,
Yeah.
I know how to do this.
Yeah,
thing.
they've got pink fur on the inside, so.
You've got a set you wear
Absolutely.
on your pants.
Yeah, but mine are sparkly and they're better.
Oh man, thank you. Like I'm supposed to be running this show and then like I don't know, the like Visigoths came after me with like weapons and stuff. And then I was riding a horse and then like
Aurora grabs Raven's shoulders and she's like, the show must go on. We're counting on you.
I would like to turn invisible.
please turn invisible. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it until such time as it matters that you are invisible.
Gelvira will turn invisible.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't going to tell you what she was going to do. I was going to let everybody else start narrating and then have her dramatically do something.
Okay.
Like,
Well, we can still do that, and then
right,
we'll just
'cause
have
she-
you apply
can
that
she-
roll at the
Can
time.
she still levitate while being invisible?
Sure, why not? You were flying when you came in.
Nice.
Can
Because it's a rune effect. I just have to be touching runes.
can Gislirik try to sweep Raven up onto his pony?
Oh my gosh, yes, do it. Is it a mechanical like white pony? Like you're gonna vroom off into the sunset?
Yes.
Aw. I kind of don't want to win this roll.
Good, because I got a 12.
Okay, I got an 8, so yes. Tell me how that happens.
You see him spear the back motor, and there's like this like hypercharge that kind of blasts off.
Oh my god.
Wow.
And he just kind of swerves it around and picks up this person, and they're like straddling, like facing each other, straddling each
Oh
other.
my god, yes, face to face.
Yes.
Kiss! 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 Kiss!
And then he starts like jetting out of the door, and the brakes slam on the horse, and he leans in, and
Oh, and then they just yep. Oh man, that makes me so happy. So like they end up accidentally like hitting mouths together.
yeah,
And then there's a moment where they like Raven like pulls back for a second, like, whoa, like what was that? And he just looks at you.
and I just say,
And then
"Your lips feels like Heath Ledger," and then I move in.
yes.
So, Gelvira appears in the DJ spot, starts
Cool.
using her magical runes to turn a beat.
Okay.
And then I think that our friend Aurora is going to have figured out how to say "Goth is in your heart" in Latin, and we're all going to learn a lesson of that love conquers all.
Sure. While a sheep runs around the middle of the roller rink while people try to
Someone
work it
tie
out.
that sheep up. I'm going to need it later.
I have a rope.
Yeah, you do.
I do rope.
Theater tech.
Yes,
Gothist est cor tuum? Did I say it right?
sure. It's Latin. Tonight we are all Goths.
Hemlock just rolls up from skating and is like, yeah. And then he just speaks a whole bunch more Latin.
Oh, romantic.
And then he looks you again in the eyes and he just says one more word and then he skates off again.
But I still haven't made out with you.
Chase him! Chase him!
There's a sheep. Make out with him on the sheep.
And while festooned in gerbils, Aurora hops on the sheep and chases after.
Tonight we are all Goths.
Goth is in the heart.
Goth. Did we learn a lesson tonight?
Yeah. Goth is in the heart. That's what we learned.
Goth music can also include early 90s pop.
Oh my god.
I think it's a very important message that we should all take away from this game.
Wow. Well, that was a wild little ride, and we unfortunately had to keep it really short. The whole game expands into much more hilarity, nostalgia, and just antics in general with a like dash of random historical nonsense in the best possible way, just peppered in there. So please do go check it out. We will have a link in our show notes. It is on Kickstarter right now, so you could have a final copy of the game of your very, very own. I will say there's a location of the mall that's like not decided yet that it looks like is going to be somehow involved in the Kickstarter, which sounds really exciting to me. So you should probably go look it up. Let's go through one more time really quickly and just let people know who you are and where they can find you on the internet. And then we will wrap this puppy up. Whee! Or the sheep. Should we wrap up the sheep?
Wrap up the sheep.
Wrap the sheep
Do I get
up.
to make out with someone on the back of this podcast?
I just want to be like, God is not. I just want to keep doing that. Like now, anyway, it's like my punctuation point. Cool. So I'm going to go in the opposite order that I did at the beginning of the show. Quincy, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm on
You are delightful.
No, sorry. I'm on Twitter at I am a red crayon.
And sometimes he's even there.
Oh, wow.
But he's awesome to follow, so you should. Rach, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find my personal Twitter feed at TEDDog. That is TEDDOG. And you can find +1forward at +1 and FWD.
Nice. And Ange.
You can find me at Gnome Stew, and you can find me personally on Twitter and Instagram at Orikes13, ORIKES13. Again, Instagram is just my cats, but that's okay.
Anyway, we should like mention, because Ange keeps not mentioning, that she's also the host of the Gnome Cast on the Misdirected Mark. So also you could catch her there hosting awesome conversations about gnomish articles. Don't forget to check this game out on Kickstarter. It looks fantastic, and I had a lovely time running it.
If you don't think we played it right, you're probably correct.
It's still cool.
Back the Kickstarter to learn the rules yourself.
To do it right.
Unlock the mystery.
It'll be great. You too could have a sheep running through your mall. Thank you guys all so very much for playing.
Thank you for mall ratting us.
That
does
mall
not
rat you.
sound good.
It's very strange. I did find it very amusing that I was the mall rat for this game. That was good.
She plays a maid, she's got me under her spell. She plays a fighter with her eyes set to kill. I play, and I can't look away. Yeah. She takes me to a home.
We hope you enjoyed episode 121 of She's a Super Geek. If you liked what you heard, head out to your favorite podcatcher and give us a 5-star rating and review. We really like those. Visigoths VS Mall Goths is currently on Kickstarter until October 30th, so head out there to get your own copy, including 4 pre-arranged adventures. Our theme song is Rock and Roll Play Baby by Kieran Strange. You can find more music, merchandise, and tour dates online, kieranstrange.com, or also on Twitter, Kieran Strange. Join us in 2 weeks for our next adventure.
My defenses, I'm ready, I'm waiting on the battleground. She's a